TRC Academy, and Rise of Brantford. To honor Canada, please stand and join in the singing of our national anthem by graduate of St. Michael's Choir, Michael Taylor.
Typically on seniors night, I like to, it's usually one or two seniors that have graduated from our program. This year it's 11. So typically I'll have each one up and I'll give a little speech on kind of our journey together and the part that we played. But if we do that, it's not going to be a basketball game, it's going to be me talking to you. So all I'm going to say is, on behalf of the program, Rob and myself, and our family, we are privileged to have been part of every one of these seniors' journeys. They have been great role models for all the youth that have come in underneath them. And we're going to be extremely proud and happy to be cheering them on and watching them be successful at the next level, as well as achieving all their dreams. So if everyone could just stand up real quick, we're just running right.
exhibited great work ethic and just a can-do attitude. So I'm really proud of what these boys have done, and also Coach Jeremy. Guard 6'1", Johnny Kendall. Next we got 2008, 6'10", 9 depending on the day, Brantford's own Brandon John. OSBA finalist, currently sporting a 13-1 record in Canada, and a 2-8 OSBA, led by Tyrell Swag Vernon. The following seniors are currently holders of multiple and youth sport offers interests, and will announce their commitment in the near future. All the way from Edmonton, Alberta, 6'9" center on all. Up next we have 6'11" center and Fort Wayne University commit, Liam. Up next Hamilton's good, 6-foot point guard, Antoine Vernon. Forward, our Hamilton artillery, Matty T. on, Jim.
And we'd like to welcome everybody, OSBA TV. My name is Ryan Greco, flying solo yet again today. Although technically I'm not flying solo. I got an amazing production team around me today that's been working hard, getting set up. It's senior night here at TRC Academy, the Rise Center, and we've got an in-house battle going on between the first-ranked TRC Academy at 13-1, taking on fourth-ranked Ramir Moore. Rise Center, of course. Sorry, I was just staring at Ramir Moore there at the other end as I was saying that. So let's just get started into this game now, shall we? As Rise Center as the Rise has taken over a 3-0 lead over first place TRC. Shot is no good there by Steve Levniak. It's going to go off a Rise player. Inbound is going to be Dion Edgem. Dion Edgem, of course, one of the players mentioned in the power rankings for the class of 2018 this year. Shot goes off, falls hard, no good. It's going to be a shot clock violation as that shot did not touch the rim. The violation was on Antoine Vernon. Here's John Akende bringing it up. He gets it over to Brandon Kenyon. That's a turnover on the pass attempted to Moore. Edgem with the steal. Here's Adong McCoy. Tries to go up, no good. Kenyon with the rebound gets it over to Akende. Fast break ensues, guarded by Vernon. John Akende trying to work off the screen now. Gets a nice roll over to Kenyon. And clean shot, excellent work there. The two-man team of Akende and Kenyon. Now bringing it up is Anton Vernon. It's an inbound pass. Almost has it knocked loose. That was Liam Courtney, who now gets it back, guarded by Kenyon. Works inside to McCoy. Nice little spin move there. Foul and one. You can count it. Adong McCoy makes good with the contact. And anyone who's had a chance to watch Adong McCoy play throughout this season knows that you have to be physical with him. You have to be able to kind of give him a bit of a shove when he's going up. Otherwise, he's just got such great body control. He'll be able to finish right over top of you. There's no ticky-tack fouls with him whatsoever. Now coming into the game is Adam Francolini, number 23 for TRC Academy. He'll be going in for number 24, Liam Courtney. McCoy's going to have one shot here, 6:16 to go. Makes good on it. TRC now down by 2. Akende running point. Off into the corner. Levniak gets the steal. Over to Edgem, tries to go up, no good, but Levniak right there to clean it up. Steve Levniak getting the bucket there. Here's Akende for 3. No good. Kenyon O's up, nope. This is going to be fouled by McCoy. Great job staying with it. And that's something that this entire organization, of course, both of these teams call the Rise Center home, and something that they've done extremely well. And it's something that you need to have if you're going to be successful in the OSBA, and that's size. And both of these teams have it in spades. As Brandon Kenyon, 6'10 center out of Hamilton, just a stone's throw away from the Rise Center here in Brantford. He's a class of 2018 as well. Really coming into his own here in the second half of the season. No good on that one, though. Here's Vernon. Over to Francolini. Francolini, he's going to go up and get fouled by Thomas Chilton, the former Orangeville standout. Now here at Rise. 6'7" small forward out of Barrie is going to get charged with the foul, and it's going to be Adam Francolini to the line. Francolini, 6'6" shooting guard. Really taking on that reserve role in stride this year. Guy who's always been kind of fighting for minutes on this roster, but has always been able to show improve. Excellent shooter, very physical under the basket. He's very comfortable with his shot. He's just one of those players that really knows what he is. Doesn't try and deviate too much from that. Here's Akende. A great block there by Vernon. Deflects it over to Levniak, up and in. Can't throw it down, though. Steve Levniak. And here's Akende. On the other end, there's going to be a foul, and They're not going to. They are going to call continuation. Akende is going to go to the line here. He's getting 2 shots. There's a bit of a stretch. Oh, wait, no. No, they're not. No, they're not. Akende's coming off, and it's going to be an inbound. I was going to say, it was a little long for a continuation. And now on the inbound is Thomas Chilton. We've got some substitutions. Here's into the game. No good. Tries to make an impact right away. That was number 12, Victor Nasadas, who's now in the game. Shot goes up by Vernon. No good. McCoy can't bring it down. Rebound is going to be number 0, Dragan Stajic. Ramir Moore now for 3. No good. Rebound Vernon. And we're off to the races. Both of these teams love to use their athleticism, love to run the floor. Here's Edgem. Up and in. Doesn't get any spin on the ball. Doesn't go out. Does knock it loose, but it's still going to be Rise ball. Edgem knocks it loose out of the hands of number 13, Sidney Okeke, who's now getting his first looks into the game. Here's Stajic now running point. A very interesting combo guard combination here is you have Ramir Moore working the shooting guard position. And Stajic loses it after being guarded by Francolini. Francolini gives him a little smile, lets him know about it. Of course, as you know, a lot of these players residing in the same residences, working out in the same gyms. You know, this is both of their home gyms. So these players know each other intimately well. We have a timeout here on the floor. 4:41 to go. And despite the fact that we're seeing a lot of up and down crazy action, it really hasn't been a very high-scoring affair. Both teams are really looking like they're trying to just kind of establish their offensive game so far. We're seeing a lot of attacks to the rim, but not a lot of finishes. We're seeing fouls. We're seeing missed foul shots. It just kind of looks like both teams are kind of getting a feel for each other. Maybe they're too lackadaisical. Actually, I wouldn't really say that, though. They're just a lot of high energy. So I wouldn't be surprised to see this game coming out of this timeout. The pace slow down a little bit, working a little bit more off of the two-man game like we saw with Akende and Kenyon earlier. We'll see a lot more of that style of basketball in the next little bit. I would not be shocked if I saw that. So here's the inbound. Adam Francolini, number 23 for TRC, is going to inbound it to Antoine Vernon, number 3, who's guarded by number 0, Dragan Stajic. Here's Steve Levniak, guarded by Moore. Levniak works the screen off from Francolini. Now he's guarded by Chilton. McCoy over to Vernon. Vernon gets it back over Levniak on the skip pass. Francolini, bit of a rough pass there, though. Francolini trying to create some space on Moore. And there's going to be a foul on Moore as Francolini using all of his weight to try and get himself into traffic so we can kind of dish it out for the open 3. And as a result, Adam Francolini was able to catch Ramir Moore there a little bit. Here's the inbound. Francolini. Oh, nice find inside, but Levniak just not in time as Okeke gets a hand in and causes the turnover. Here's Stajic. Gets it over. Nasadas up and in. You can count it. Victor Nasadas, class of 2019 out of Mississauga, getting himself on the scoreboard. Here's Vernon up and through the defense. Nice little pretty layup there, but just can't finish. Just not enough English on the ball to rattle it in for 2. And TRC missing a number of open opportunities here under the rim. We'll see if that changes. Here's Levniak over to Vernon. Vernon guarded by Stajic. Almost got caught with a push-off there. Here's McCoy. Goes up on Okeke, and he is going to get the call on the push-off. Or excuse me, not the push-off, just the physicality of the game here. That's going to be a very intriguing matchup here. Okeke is going to have all of his hands full with Adong McCoy, who's currently leading the league in rebounds, averaging 9.8 a game. Tied for first. Here's Francolini. Oh, gets it over to Levniak instead. Tries to find inside McCoy. McCoy's double teamed. Finds it anyway, goes up and in, and he's going to get fouled for 2. The importance of sticking with it on full display right there. Adong McCoy. Take a quick look at his stats leading up to the official power rankings. He had 16.7 points a game, good for 8th, 9.8 rebounds as we just mentioned, tied for first, 3 blocks, shooting 55% from the field. And as I say, it unfortunately doesn't make good on that first free throw. Power forward out of Edmonton, Alberta. He's got offers from Niagara University, Canisius, and a few other schools out in the mountain region. It'll be interesting to see where he picks. Even a little bird told me a rumor that Cincinnati Bearcats are even taking a mildly interested look into him. Of course, Alil Nassemi, the former TRC Academy Wolfpack player, is now currently playing for the Cincinnati Bearcats, so there is a connection between the two organizations. Here's Kenyon, 3, no good. Edgem doesn't come down with a rebound, but Avon Nava, who's now into the game, is able to come down with it. Also into the game for Rise is Dawson John. McCoy, nice spin move there. And the game is now tied at 9. Here's Stajic, 3 to go. Here's Moore, guarded by Nava. Kick out to Stajic, little mid-range jumper. In rhythm, knocks it down. Very, very good looking shot there. Here's Francolini. Jumper. No good, but McCoy comes down with it. And a big hack there by Brandon Kenyon, but that's what you have to do. If you're gonna go up and challenge McCoy like that, you have to make sure that he's not gonna get a clean shot off. Otherwise, most often than not, it's gonna be an and one. I believe that's Kenyon's second though. McCoy, good on the first one. McCoy really taking on the scoring load here for TRC in the early going. Getting himself to the line. Makes good on the second. That's something you've seen a dramatic improvement with him in, even in just 1 year. Is his free throw shooting. His form has just really came together. Stajic nearly gives it away. Kenyon now has it, guarded by McCoy. Kenyon's going to go up, kicks it over, and he throws it away to John. And it's going to be a backcourt violation. Chasing that one down for TRC Academy was number 9, Darius De Avero. De Avero out to Nava, guarded by John. Nava on the crossover. Tries to go up and into McCoy. Kicks it out. Francolini for 3. More all over him. Knocks it down. Adam Francolini, no fear. Right in the face of Ramir Moore. 14-10, TRC Academy now has their first consistent lead of the game. 2-possession lead now. Kenyon to Stajic. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Stajic step back 3, no good. Rebound, Nava. Not the best choice you could ask for here if you're Rise Prep. Kicks it over. De Avero for 3. Rims out. Ramir Moore brings it down. 1:32 to go here in the first. Ramir Moore now trying to make it a 1-possession game. Over into the corner. Nasadas almost loses it. De Avero nearly comes away. He's going to get called with the double dribble and a turnover. And now TRC has a chance to extend their lead going into the first quarter break. And we also have another substitution on the floor here for Rise. Coming into the game is number 55, David Muncat. Very wide, athletic, small forward out of Brampton, class of 2019. And he's going to take the place of Ramir Moore. Here's McCoy. Works into Francolini. Almost an immediate double team, and McCoy right through the traffic, throws it down from the dotted line. Very impressive finish. Or just inside the dotted line. Adong McCoy, and he's always good for 1 or 2 of those thunderous jams every single game. There's a real entertainment factor to the way he plays. And the lead's now up to 6. .48 seconds remaining in the first here. Here's a Kende. Stajic, crossover to Kenyon. Kenyon, no good. And it's going to be Nava with the rebound. He's bringing it up. Works off a screen from McCoy. Pull-up jumper. Just short. And it's Munecat that comes down with it, and he's going to bring it up. Guarded by him is number 13, Lorenzo Downey, who just came into the game. Akende for three over Francolini. Long shot. No good. McCoy fights for it over Kenyon. Gets it. Deverio with 10 seconds to go. Nava, corner, Francolini for three. What a quick release by Francolini. And he's feeling it early. Give him 6 points on the night. 1 second. Stajic for three. Not going to count. And at the end of one, it's going to be TRC Academy with the 9-point lead so far over Rise Prep. And after a relatively slow start offensively for TRC, they're really starting to find their rhythm in no short order thanks to Adam Francolini with those 2 3-pointers that put them up by almost double digits. And with that, we're going to take a quick break here on OSBA TV. My name is Ryan Greco. It is TRC Academy senior night for both teams as TRC Academy leading Rise 19-10. I'd like to welcome everybody back. OSBA Game of the Week. My name is Ryan Greco, flying solo on this commentary, working color and play-by-play. And we have ourselves a matchup here. It's Rise Center Senior Night. Both of their teams taking on each other in an official OSBA game here. Rise versus TRC Academy. And there's Adam Francolini doing a little dance too, much to the delight of his teammates. And Adam Francolini coming off the bench, and he's been a microwave for TRC in the early going here. He's just been cooking. 8 points off the bench. And now a double-digit lead for TRC Academy. 12 points now, 9:45 here in the first. We've got we've got Dragan Stajic running point. Moore to Kenyon. Kenyon gets, there's a foul there on Francolini for reaching in. They're going to set the shot clock at 14 seconds here on the inbound. Or no, excuse me, that's, of course it's a free throw because of the foul by Francolini. Here's Kenyon. Brandon Kenyon. He's got some impressive size to him at 6'10". Very physical player. Not many guys can go toe-to-toe in the paint with Adong McCoy, but Brandon Kenyon is one of those few that can. He's also got a very, very smooth jump shot. He's been known to knock down a few outside threes here and there. You see right there, he's also capable of knocking down those free throws. Here's Deavero bringing it up to Nava. The bench getting some heavy work right now to start off this game for TRC. Nava's no good on that one. Moore comes down with a rebound, and here's the combo of Akende and Moore. See if they can try and get Rise back into this one. Stajic for three. Yeah, they got a three-guard combo out here. Kicks it out to Moore. Moore, nice sidestep there. Tries to go up and under, no good. And Francolini is going to fight for it on the ground. And that's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to be TRC Academy. Possession is for TRC. Excellent effort there by TRC on the rotations, making sure that there's always a hand in the face. Someone's always getting in front. And anytime you see a jump ball in one of those situations, you know it's just a result of the defense communicating and staying on top of one another not getting caught out of rotation for either a foul or an easy bucket. And now a diamond press almost is on for Rise. Nice sidestep there. And that's how you make an impact into a game. You can count it. Number 33, Ben Chevalier. Class of 2020 makes his presence known in the early going. Great sidestep. Here's a Kende. There's going to be a screen. And now here's the inbound for TRC. Another turnover. They're starting to mount up here and cost Rise as they've got a 1-3-1 full court press here. And there's the pass, OKK. Nice Euro step there, goes up and in, and another bucket. And that press just has not done anything to help Rise just yet. Now guarded by Nava is Moore. Kenyon kicks it out. Mooncat, long two, count it. Excellent form. Now bringing it up, OKK to Francolini. Press easily broken. Here's OKK. Over to Chevalier. Nava for three, knocks it down. The lead is now up to 16. And this is the run. This is TRC's run right now. Now we have an inbound, Ramir Moore, Mooncat, Akende. Hesitates, but Nava gets right in front of him. Akende with the step back, no good. You're going to have to forgive me. TRC Academy number 13 is Lorenzo Downey. The jersey numbers are switching me up here, unfortunately. So apologies to that, as it's Lorenzo Downey that just got the inbound there. And now Nava bringing it up. Nava working off the screen from Chevalier. Runner, no good, rims out. And this is OKK with the rebound. Here's Stajic. Stajic over to Akende. Akende up and gets the foul. Going to take himself to the line. Not a bad decision. In times like this, sometimes maybe that's what you need, to just slow down the game, give yourself an opportunity, catch your breath, maybe catch a strategy on defense for what you want to do for the next possession while you're knocking down this shot. Here's Akende. No good on the first one. It's John Akende, class of 2018, is celebrating his senior night. Definitely wants to finish it out with a win. Makes good on the second one. 29-14, 7 minutes to go here in the second. Here's De Avero. De Avero, shot over to Chevalier. No good. Lorenzo Downey with the rebound, can't finish, and it's going to be David Mooncat that comes down with it. Now here's OKK. OKK up, can't make it drop for Rise, but he is going to go to the line. Sydney OKK, 6'8" forward, class of 2019 out of Mississauga, is going to go for two here. Here's OKK, knocks down the second. Knocks down the first. It's 29-15 now. And big rebound there by Chevalier. It's outside to Nava. Nava, guarded, hit with a double team. Great effort there by Rise, but does get it out to Chevalier. Back to Nava. 10 to go on the shot clock. Here's Levniak right to the basket, up and in, count it with the foul. The and one, nope. Ref's not going to call it, but very impressive finish by Levniak. Now guarding Akende. Akende working off a double screen. Up and in, he's going to get fouled again and go to the line. And that's been John Akende's MO, when all else fails, drive, drive, drive. He knows he hasn't been knocking down his shot, so using that impressive athleticism of his, explosive first step, gets himself to the rim a couple of times now, and he's going to go to the line once more. And we have a substitution as well, as Thomas Chilton comes into the game, and Dragan Stajic is going to come out, take a rest. Also out is Adam Francolini, Ava Nava. In is Antoine Vernon and Dion Edgem, and Adong McCoy as well. Lorenzo Downey also out. Here's Akende going for two. And he makes good on the second one. Here's John Akende. Antoine Vernon now to Dion Edgem. Edgem guarded by who's guarded by Muncat. Muncat knocks it loose there, and it's Chilton with the ball. Guarded by Edgem. And Chilton's going to go all the way, gets a kick out. No, there's going to be a foul on Liam Courtney, I believe. That's going to be on Liam Courtney. And Thomas Chilton going to the line here for two. Not very often you'll see him running from end to end with the ball. But this time it worked out for him better than I'm sure he could have hoped for. Getting some last minute words of encouragement and direction from Akende. And the lefty is no good on the second. But the rebound is OKK. Here's Akende. Guarded by Levniak. Now by Vernon. OKK goes up. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Chilton, no good. Can't get the rebound. Vernon comes down with it. Here comes Antoine Vernon. And there's going to be a carry there and a turnover. And despite the fact that TRC Academy started off this quarter white hot, they've calmed down a little bit. And Rise has slowly but surely been chipping away at it. We'll see if they can get another bucket here. Kende, corner. Chilton. Inside to Muncat. That gets knocked loose in a sea of black jerseys. And Vernon is going to come up with it. Here's Levniak. Inside to Courtney. Great effort there by Chilton, but he's going to get called for the reach-in. You can tell that first knockaway was superb with the left hand, but in an effort to try and go after the ball, he ended up just getting nothing but arms and forearms there on Liam Courtney. Goes up, no good. And McCoy, a rare air ball for him under the basket. And Rise is going to get another crack at it with 5 minutes to go here. We'll see if they can create something here. Moore tries to break down the dribble. Courtney stays right with him, though. Excellent defense, and McCoy is going to come down with the rebound. Liam Courtney doing exactly what you want your bigs to do in those situations. Keep high, keep wide. A great box out there by Akende on McCoy, though. And here's Moore. Fast break. Tries to go on the step, and it's Vernon. And they're going to count the basket as a goaltending. So Moore is going to go to the line for an and one that never went through the hoop. Now I've seen everything this year. Ramir Moore, the Philadelphia native. Here in Toronto. Trying to get, and he gets a steal too. Here's Moore. One man to beat. Nice spin move up and in. Can't finish the roll. And it's been that kind of night for Ramir Moore. Here's Akende. And another steal that was nearly stolen and taken away by Lorenzo Downey. Or nope, that's OKK. That was Sydney OKK there, nearly with the steal. I'm going to be mixed up with these two all night. It's the hair. And there's going to be an off-ball foul on John Akende. And just taking a look here. Head coach Jeremy Kayeye was looking for an explanation there from the coaches. And what a job Kayeye has done with this team in its first year, already sitting fourth in the OSBA. And a great pass there by Vernon to Edgem on the inside, splits the defense, finds the open man. Defense had no answer for it on the rotation. Akende getting double teamed. Skip pass to Ramir Moore into David Muncat. Kicks it back out. Chilton, they need this one, and they get it. 10-point game. And here comes Rise. And a steal by Chilton on Edgem. Keeps it in bound, and Moore still has it, and it's going to be. And it's going to be Rise ball. And Ramir Moore and Dion Edgem having some words. Just got to love the spirit of the competition. Keep in mind, all these guys know each other extremely well. They all live in relatively the same areas. All in good fun. All in good competition. Here's Akende guarded by Vernon. Akende, now he's got McCoy on him. Tries to find the open man. Chilton again with a man right in his face. And Muncat right there, but Vernon is going to pick it up. And they want him to keep going forward. Levniak for three. No good. Rebound, Courtney keeps the hands high. Up with the hook shot. Left hand. You got to love it. 35-23. TRC Academy leads with just over 3 minutes to go in the half. Here's Akende. Up and in. Spin move. No good. Just can't get the spin on it. Tries to go up again. There's going to be a foul. And that's going to be number 13, Sydney Okeke, going to the line. And I believe the foul is going to be on number 24, Liam Courtney, for TRC. Now here's OKK. Just can't get the kind roll on the first one. Good, slaps hands with Chilton, tells him you got the next one. Rims out on both. Shot just a little too strong. And I mean literally just a little. Here's Francolini, puts it on the floor on Mucat, goes up and under. But Edgem's right there to clean it up. Just how they drew it up on the board. Okay, you throw it up for me, and I'll lay it in when no one's looking. Here's Akende. Gets it inside. And Chilton, blocked by Edgem, out of bounds, but it's going to remain Rise ball as McCoy was trying to roll it over to Edgem. You can hear the hand slap, but no call. They're going to say play on. 2:30 to go here in the half. Inbound. Chilton to OKK, guarded by McCoy. Great ball movement there, out to Moore. Knocks down the three. 11-point game. This is going to be crucial the last 2 minutes here. Keep a run. Keep TRC from getting on a run here. There's got to be a goal for Rise just as much as scoring. In other obvious news, here's Stajic. Stajic puts it up, and are they going to, I believe they're going to put that one on the ground. Nope. No, it's going to be a shot. And that's 5 fouls in the bonus now, so. Where would I be without my production team pointing things out to me? I'm just a pretty voice. I wouldn't say a pretty face. I'm just here. Trying to work. As Jargon Stajic brings it down to within 10. Got a chance to make it a single-digit lead for the first time in this quarter. Since the very beginning of the quarter, actually. back when it was 19-10, and he does that. 9-point game, 3 possessions. We'll see if Rise can get a stop, keep it close going into the half. Levniak. And there's Francolini again in the corner, and he's feeling it right now. You cannot leave that man open. Adam Francolini, number 23, having a day from the corners. And there's some mix-up on communication as Okeke deflected a pass that was meant for Chilton, and not the way you want to end out a quarter. Now 139 though. They have a chance for another stop and another bucket. Here's De Avero, who's now back into the game. Oh, nice cut by Francolini. That was brilliant. Adam Francolini, excellent movement off the ball to get open, and De Avero with the beautiful pass. And the lead's back up to 14. Here's Kenyon. He's going to shoot it. No good. Bringing it down is Francolini. He's all over the place. Here's Levniak. Inside to Edgem. Edgem to McCoy. And there's going to be a charging foul on Dion Edgem as Akende, with perfect timing, sets himself up to take the charge as the ball was leaving Edgem's hand. He had no time to react. Went right into him, and that's going to be one of the easier calls the referees are going to make all night. And bringing it up is Dragan Stajic. Kenyon, guarded by Edgem. That's the beauty of Dion Edgem, and guard multiple positions. Kenyon is a certified power forward centered, and Edgem is right on him. There's a steal by Levniak on Moore. Levniak up, in. No good that time, and that's a bucket he's used to making. He has excellent body control, able to finish with both hands, but Ramir Moore just a little too much on that one, and it just rims out. But TRC Academy is going to get a second opportunity here. Nice find to Levniak out. Levniak's going to take on Akende. Spin move, up, in, count it. Steve Levniak, sneaky finish at the rim. 44-28, not the run that Rise was hoping for. See if they can make something happen here. Okeke to Stajic. Inside to Kenyon. A sea of black jerseys all over him. Can't finish with the contact. One possession left. Levniak up and in. You can count it with the left hand. What a run by TRC to close out this half. 46-28. Rise has found themselves in a hole. And another steal by Levniak. And 4 seconds to go. Kicks out Levniak for 3. Rims out. But the damage has been done here in this first half. TRC Academy with a commanding 46-28 lead. And I feel the story so far has been Adam Francolini and his corner triples. Couple of blocks, some rebounds for himself as well. Very excellent effort for him. And the other story here is the lack of three-point shooting from Rise. They just have not been able to finish consistently from behind the arc. And as a result, they have found themselves down big going into the third quarter. And with that, we're going to take a quick break. My name is Ryan Greco on OSBA TV. It is senior night here at the Rise Center. TRC Academy holding a 18-point lead, leading 46-28 over Rise Prep. I'd like to welcome everybody back. OSBA game of the week. It is senior night here at the Rise Center. We have TRC Academy holding on to a comfortable lead over Rise Prep at this time. Both teams in the top 5 standings of the OSBA this year. TRC at 13-1, just suffering their first loss last night against Orangeville Prep, or excuse me, 2 nights ago. And while Rise Prep trying to hold on to that 4th place, but a charging Ridley College right behind him. We'll see if they can try and mount the comeback here after a poor 3-point shooting performance in the first half. And Levniak missing that one for TRC. Now, if you're wondering, yes, TRC Academy is in the black jerseys, where Rise Prep is in the white jerseys. And I'm making an important statement on that because they have the same logos and relatively all the same numbers. So TRC is black, Rise Prep is white. That's what you need to know. So with that out of the way, 9:40 here into the third quarter. 18-point lead for TRC Academy. Steve Levniak gets the inbound. Here's Adam Francolini, the man of the hour so far, and he's going to get hit. He's got, I believe, 15 so far at the half. Very impressive numbers for him. And here's Vernon working off a screen to Edgem. Outside to McCoy. Here's Levniak now. Steve Levniak inside to Edgem. No good. And coming in is David Muncat. Nice find inside. Big rejection by Adong McCoy, and that is why he leads the league in blocks, averaging 3 a game in the OSBA. And this is another reason why I love my production staff. They came big with the stats today. It's hard to find some of these high school stats, man. It's all over the place. And here's David Muncat at the line. A lot of Mississauga products on the floor here for Rise. They recruit well out of that area. Even Rise last year, who was just finished talking to Jim Wilson, the owner of the Rise Center here. He was discussing, just the challenges of trying to get Rise last year into the OSBA. Ran out of time, didn't have an opportunity to do it. But when they traveled well, did extremely well in the United States tournaments, and had a number of really good players that moved on from that program. And now here they are in the OSBA, and they're making some serious noise at 10-3. Or excuse me, sorry, yeah, at 10-3. And it looks like there might be an injury on the floor here. Nope. And that was Francolini, gets right back up. Now here's Ramir Moore. Inside. Great finish there by Brandon Kenyon. And cut into the lead a little bit. 46-30 now. Steve Levniak guarded by Ramir Moore. Here's Adong McCoy. Adam Francolini for 3. Again, Adam Francolini picks up right where he left off in that first half. And that really has been the difference in this game, has been the 3-point shooting of Adam Francolini specifically, where Rise has just not had an answer for it so far. Here's Moore. Kenyon, no good. Moore up with the rebound. No call on the foul. And it's going to be Antoine Vernon who eventually gets it. And almost a double team right away. Edgem thinks about it, gets the pass out to Francolini. Francolini, he's feeling it. That's the heat check right there. Nice lean. McCoy tries to save it, but he's going to have a foot out of bounds. And as a result, it's going to be Rise ball. Here's Johnny Kende bringing it up. And here's Ramir Moore. No good from the three-point line, and the shooting woes continue for Rise Prep. One thing they have done consistently well, though, is attacking the basket, but they really have to get that second part of their game going. Antoine Vernon has no such issues. And now bringing it up, Akende. Nice spin move to get out of the pressure. Tries the reverse layup, no good. Bounces off a hand. Francolini gets it, and he's already got it out to Levniak. And Levniak's going to go up and in and finish. No fear whatsoever. He heard the footsteps, and he did not care. And it's going to be a timeout for Rise Prep with 7:08 to go in this quarter. And we're going to take a quick timeout as well. It is currently TRC Academy 53, Rise Prep 30. And I'd like to welcome everybody back. OSBA Game of the Week here at the Rise Center. Senior night. Can't say it enough. A lot of celebrations of a number of players. 11 in total from the three teams. Of course, the women's team, Rise, and TRC Academy. All three of those teams, they have 11 seniors in total moving on to collegiate basketball. Very proud of all of them on behalf of everybody from the OSBA. To see them perform well. And there's Brandon Kenyon getting things started from the three-point line. We'll see if he can get going. And there's a steal. Akende now goes in. And it was OKK with the steal. Here's Vernon. As there's a turnover. There's a James Harden-esque half step. Goes up. Can't finish, but he is going to go to the line for two. Antoine Vernon, one of the seniors tonight that is celebrating the senior night. And we'll just take a quick look here. Antoine Vernon. It's been one of the more consistent and impressive point guards since joining the OSBA. He's got offers from Northern Arizona. He's second in the league in assists, averaging just under 6 a game. Also averaging just under 16 points. 90% from the free throw line. Shows why there. Knocking down both. Here's Akende. Thinks about it, works off a screen, goes up and in on McCoy, but he's gonna get fouled, and a dog McCoy can't believe it. But Akende, he can. And John Akende is going to go to the line for two. The Rexdale native spent majority of his high school basketball career at Father Henry Carr before transferring to Rise Prep this year. And he's fit in extremely well with this organization, with this team, with this group. Came right on to the starting lineup. Made an immediate impact for this team, and he's a big reason why this Rise Prep has been turning so many heads in the OSBA, sitting at 10-3. Makes good on the second as well, but they're down big right now, so we'll see if they've got it in them. And Francolini's left wide open. Nice crossover there to lose the defender. He's going to go to the line, and they just keep leaving Adam Francolini open. And that's one thing about this league in the OSBA. Anyone can go off. Anyone can have a big night, especially if you're getting to some of these teams in the top half of the league. Just about any play. I mean, look at Francolini, for example, tonight. And he's someone who's always been very consistent from the three-point line. Always liked the way that he's played. And tonight's just been his night where he's been hitting it down consistently. You can't afford to leave anybody open. Anyone gets in a rhythm off of these two teams, and you could be in trouble. Misses both free throws. A little out of character for him as I'm singing his praises. No worries. He's still having a great night. And now it's going to be a Rise Prep ball here. And here's Stajic. And Dragan Stajic gets it over to John Akende. And Moore's going to take a quick rest here. Or actually, no, sorry. Moore's on the floor. So we got the three guards trying to see if they can create something. Nice off pass to Kenyon, and he's going to get fouled by McCoy. Dog McCoy, of course, also this is his senior night as well. And he's going to come off for Liam Courtney. As Avon Nava also going to be coming in for Steve Levniak. And Nava almost elevated himself to mythical status in this building last year during the playoffs. After relatively little playing time throughout the season, came off of the bench in the the semifinals against Athlete Institute. Of course, you remember that team has current NCAA starters and stars, Javon Blair for Georgetown and O'Shea Brissett from Syracuse. And Avon Nava went absolutely off and sent AI Prep home early in the playoffs thanks to his many threes, and then continued that effort against Orangeville Prep in the finals in a losing effort. And ever since then, he's been a huge part of what TRC Academy does. He'll be celebrating his senior year next year as he's a class of 2019. Here's John Akende. Gets it over. Nasadas, 4-3. Mr. David Nasadas knocking it down. Excuse me, Victor Nasadas. I'm just having a great time with these names today. That was Victor Nasadas knocking down that three. A much needed three for Rise Prep at that. We'll see if they can feed him again. Shot. Air ball there. And the air ball is, that's on Lorenzo Downey. Here's Stajic. Stajic guarded by Vernon. Akende tries to go up, can't finish. But he is going to go to the line for two yet again. And that's been Akende's MO. Relatively staying away from the three-point line after missing his first couple, and he's now elected to just continuously attack. He's probably going to have himself a very nice stat line at the end of the night. And there's going to be a timeout here by TRC Academy, and we're going to take a quick timeout as well because my breath needs a rest. At this time, it is TRC Academy holding on to a 55-40 lead over Rise Prep. 4:50 to go here in the third quarter. OSBA Game of the Week. All right, welcome back. OSBA Game of the Week here. Senior night at the Rise Center. We have TRC Academy holding on to a 15-point lead here over Rise Prep. It looks like there's some instances on the court here, maybe a technical foul. And there's going to be an inbound. I don't know what's going on. I actually don't know what's going on right now, but they're going to inbound it. They're going to inbound it instead of the shot. So Kende is going to have to take another trip to the rim. And he's going to do just that. Loses a handle on it, but Ramir Moore is right there to bail out his teammate. Up and in, 2 seconds on the shot clock. Gets the friendly roll, Ramir Moore. And will that be the match that sparks the fire for Ramir Moore? Vernon. And there's going to be a foul on Akende. Easy call for the refs. Clear body contact. And Vernon just turns the corner. Akende had no choice but to give him a good shove there to make sure he wasn't going to finish. But Vernon, probably the last person on the floor you want to see at the line. Of course, we just stated earlier in the game, 90% from the free throw line for the season. very impressive stat that he can hold on to. Here's Liam Courtney, gets the rebound right back out to Vernon, and he's going to elect to reset. But here comes the double team. Francolini off the dribble. Great defense there by Nasadas. Victor Nasadas knocks it loose. Ramir Moore up and in, just can't finish with the layup. Just didn't get that roll. Francolini thinks about it, kicks it out. Vernon, great ball movement here, shifts the defense. No good on the shot though. Nasadas comes down, but it's going to get knocked loose by number 13 there, Lorenzo Downey. A quick whistle. We're going to have some substitutions here. Dion Edgem coming into the game. Four minutes to go here in the third. And Stajic is going to roll it to center court. Moore, guarded by Nava. Double team is coming. Inside to Kenyon. Kenyon up and in. Nice finish and roll underneath the basket there. 12-point lead now. Vernon working off the screen. Tries to turn the corner. Kicks it out. Nava for three. Doesn't pump fake. Great shot there. Gets more off of his feet. Resets himself. Excellent mid-range jumper. Here's a Kende. Nasadas tries to take the baseline. Loses control, and it's going to be lost control on Downey. And it's going to be TRC ball now. 14-point game, 3:24 to go here in the third. And Rise Prep, they've taken all of the licks and runs from TRC, and we'll see now if they can just create one more stop and try and bite into this lead as Vernon uses a screen, and Vernon is going to get the foul going up. As it looked like Stajic just at the last moment kind of hit him in the back there as he was going up. And we're going to have one more timeout here, and that's going to be on TRC. And taking into this game so far, really this has just been a case of, from what I've seen, in my non-expert opinion, a lack of threes from Rise Prep. Because other than that, both of these teams have been pretty evenly matched from start to finish. Rebounds look relatively the same. No specific dominance on possession. And I think at this point, though, Rise Prep, although I must say Rise Prep has had a couple of opportunities on open layups, they have missed a few of those as well. And it doesn't matter, you know, when you're going up against the best in the league in TRC Academy, because that's exactly what they are. They are the best in the league right now. You have to limit your mistakes, or else you're going to find yourself down by double digits. It's just a matter of fact. And in high school basketball, mistakes are all the more glaring because the runs are just so intense. When a team goes on an offensive run, sometimes you just don't know when it's going to stop. And TRC has had two very impressive offensive runs in this game to keep themselves up by double digits. Now, we've seen Rise kind of grind their way back. We've never really seen them go on any specific consecutive possessional runs of points, but they've hung in there. They have the ability to do that. They have incredible talent on their roster as well. But they're going to need to start getting some stops from behind the arc. And Vernon makes good. And if they keep sending this guy to the line, they're going to have a long night ahead of them. Here's Vernon. And Vernon makes good on both, as he is likely to do. 60-44 now. Akende is guarded by Nava. Spin move on Courtney, up and in. Oh, very impressive finish there over Courtney, who has a good 6 inches of height on him. Able to create just enough separation, reach up and over. Very impressive finish in traffic by Akende. Here's Nava. He's probably one of the best in the league, actually, at that. Here's Nava, runner. And that's the second time Nava's used that runner. This time works to his benefit, knocks it down. Here's Akende. Going to do the same thing. I guess Akende just doesn't practice that one as much as Nava does. We'll see if they're going to make it 3 for 3. Dave Arrow up and into Courtney. Nice finish there. Leads back up to 18. There's Stajic. Guarded by Deavero. Stajic kicks it out. Kenyon. Downey is able to get right in. Kenyon tries on the scoop layup and it just rolls out, but great defense there, but can't get it. And Deavero holds on to it, keeps it inbound. Nava thinks about it. Up and in. Tries to go up, blocked by Stajic, but gets the ball right back. Going, how did that go in? Kenyon tries to go up, off balance, going to get the call, and one. And the scoring is finally, the rush is finally ended here as TRC got about 8 quick points there. Just like that. Lead back up to 18. Nonetheless, Kenyon has an opportunity to cut into that lead a little bit, and he does just that. 1:50 to go here in the third. Here's a find to Nava. Rejects the screen. Over to Edgem. Edgem tries to break down a defender, nearly loses the ball. 4 seconds on the shot clock. I don't think he knows. Yep, just that much time left. Downey tries to come down. Edgem gets his own rebound and puts it in. 68-49. Moore. Oh, nice crossover there, but Edgem stays with him. And there's the foul to Moore. And now we've got Ramir Moore at the line, who got up in a hurry. 1:22 to go here in the third. Ramir Moore, Philadelphia native, knocking it down on his first shot. He's still got one more year, class of 2019. What an impact he's made in the OSBA. Big reason why Rise Prep is currently enjoying their 10-3 record. No good on the second. Here's Chilton, comes down with it. Another huge acquisition in the offseason here. Chilton for three. The lefty is good. Might want to keep finding him. He's knocked down a few now from behind the arc. He's been one of the bright spots from behind the arc for Rise Prep in this game. Here's Downey to Chauvelin. Downey, Nava nearly loses a handle on it. He's going to be guarded by Chilton. Chilton showing off his versatility, guarding the guards there. Chauvelin for three, no good. Rebound, Stajic, and they're off to the races, trying to push the pace. Stajic up and in, can't finish. Great quote-unquote pass to Kenyon. Foul and one. And the lead's down to 13 again. And we'll see if Rise can continue with this roll right to the end of the quarter. That was a much-needed and one for Rise. Just have to keep themselves within striking distance going into this final quarter. They can't afford another big run from TRC Academy. I do not think they may have enough time to really kind of battle back from another one of them. And there's another shot that goes in. So now 12-point game, 44 seconds in the third. Deavero to Nava, guarded by Muncat. Number 14, Ava Nava for three. Over Chilton, no good. Moore comes down with the rebound. He's taking a look now. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 25 on the game. Kenyon, no good. Rebound is Chilton, comes down and up, can't finish, but here's Moore. He's going to go back up, and there's going to be a foul on Dion Edgem. And that's a tough call there, as it did look like Edgem kind of got a clean look in there, and it was, but the referee had the angle. He says, nope, that was a foul. Here's Moore. Knocks down another one. He's having a good day from the free throw line. You could see he had earlier frustrations, wasn't getting the calls he wanted, but the referees have been giving him the chances now from the free throw line. Misses the second one, and it's going to be Downey that brings it down. 14 seconds. The double team is on, and there's going to be a foul. And John Akende handing the ball straight to the referee, saying, that's okay. We're going to keep playing hard. A lot of conversation happening on the floor right now between Edgem and Kende. Gotta love the competition in these guys. A lot of hard workers on the floor right now. .12 seconds to go in this third quarter. Downey makes good on the first one. Lorenzo Downey, 6'7" small forward, class of 2020. Still has a few more years in this TRC Academy roster. Get his game figured out. Great athleticism and energy from him that we're seeing. Just a very big body. And it's going to be TRC Academy ball there on the out of bounds. 10 seconds, and TRC has a chance to extend the lead yet again. Inside to Courtney, nice spin move there, gets the kind roll. 71-57, 6 seconds remaining. We'll see if Stajic can get one off here. 2 seconds, lets it fly. Knocks it down! Dragan Stajic, 4-3. And that was a huge bucket for Rise Prep, keeping them within striking distance, and that's exactly what they wanted to do going into this final quarter. And with that, we're going to take a very short break. OSBA Game of the Week, we may have quite the finish on our hands in this one. Welcome everybody back. OSBA Game of the Week here, senior night at the Rise Center. And we've got a matchup here to close this out after 3 quarters. TRC Academy holding on to a 71-60 lead over Rise Prep. TRC is in the black jerseys, Rise is in the white. And Edgem comes down with a rebound for TRC. Great defense on both ends. Great effort there by both teams, and unfortunately the call is going to go against Rise Prep, much to the dismay of John Akende specifically. Here's inbound. Edgem pops it out to Nava, and that's going to be a foul on Ramir Moore. Just a little too eager to play defense on that one. And 2 quick fouls in the first 30 seconds of this final quarter. Not the way you want to start it, because that can have some serious ramifications if the bonus were to come into effect later in this game. De Avero, Edgem goes up and rejected by David Muncat. What a block there. Got up there and met Edgem. Here's Moore. Fast break. Up and in. No call. Moore's still going to fight for it, though. And Nava gets the steal now. And there's going to be a jump ball. And we've got some shoving going on here. Of course, cooler heads have prevailed. And 9:02 to go in this game. We've got 71-60 lead for TRC. Said before, TRC in the black jerseys, Rise Prep in the white jerseys. TRC trying to improve to 14-1 on the season, while Rise is trying to avoid going to 10-4. Rise currently 2.5 games behind TRC. And Ramir Moore is going to go take a seat next to the trainer. Looks like he came down hard on his shoulder. That shoulder that's wearing a brace. And now here's Munecat. Mid-range jumper. Rims out. Rebound Edgem. Edgem's going to move it up to Nava, who keeps the handle on it, keeps it from rolling out. Nava. And this is over to Levniak. Levniak off the screen. Nice find inside. Up, just bounces off the leg though. And now Munecat comes up with it for Rise, and he's going to run it up the floor. Stajic, crossover, spin move on Nava. Defense is right there. Nava looked like he got a little bit of a piece on it. Still almost went in. Nava on the fast break, and a big rejection by Stajic. And Stajic and Nava high-fiving each other. Saying good move there. Nava, of course, Stajic did the scouting report on that one with the runner. And now coming into the game is Ramir Moore back in for Thomas Chilton. And De Avero out to Levniak for 3. And Levniak knocks it down. Here's Munecat. Nice spin move there. Oh, nice move there. Up and in. The foul's going to be on Francolini. And Munecat did a great job there of avoiding the deflecting hand of Kenyon as he went up. Or excuse me, no, Francolini, I meant to say. That was impressive. An impressive display of athleticism. Now Munecat's going to go to the line. Now here's Munecat. This is the second. Levniak with the rebound. Steve Levniak going to carry it up. Francolini for 3. No good on that one. Munecat with another rebound. He's been all over the floor in this quarter. Impressive effort there. Keeps the possession for Rise. Here's Akende now, guarded by Antoine Vernon. John Akende. And that's going to be a foul on Brandon Kenyon. You could tell he was really leaning his body into that one. You could say he was kind of prepping for the contact, almost to try and body check him to move Francolini off the high post. And the referee saw that. Easy call for him to make. Still going to be Rise Prep possession, though, as it was an off-ball foul. Gets it over. And that's a missed pass from Akende to Moore. And a wasted opportunity, a foul and a turnover. And Munecat's going to come out, and in is Thomas Chilton. Antoine Vernon now bringing it up for TRC Academy, 7:30 to go. They're holding a 14-point lead here. This game's been mostly a double-digit lead for TRC Academy. Inbound now. Here's Vernon. Tries to turn the corner. Stajic stays with him, though. And now Moore comes in for the help. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Vernon, they're up, and there's going to be a reach-in foul. And that one is going to go to Stajic. Dragan Stajic is going to get called with the foul on that one. But there isn't going to be a shot. It's going to stay on the floor. 14 seconds, though. And Rise just keeps kind of shooting themselves in the foot with those as Nava hits yet another floater. That's his third of the game. Inside, Chilton. Good off the screen and roll from John Akende. And it's going to be TRC Academy ball. And back into the game now is a Dong McCoy for Dion Edgem. The two seniors high-fiving each other. McCoy, this is his first game action, I feel, since the second quarter. And gets on a screen. He's fresh. You can see. Chilton into Moore. Here's Akende. Kenyon for three. Rough day behind the arc for him. Here's Vernon. Francolini off a crossover. Kicks it over to McCoy. McCoy on the spin move, up and in. Nice little post move, but rolls out. Now here's Stajic. Out to Kenyon. Stajic. Stajic loses a handle on it. Francolini comes back with it now. And Francolini loses a handle on it and gives it right back to Stajic. And here's Akende off transition. Gets it to go. 12-point game. And this is usually where there's going to be, this is kind of usually, oh, there looks like Ramir Moore is on the floor holding his hamstring. I think he more or less looks like a cramp. This looks like a cramp more than anything, nothing too serious. So injury timeout. And usually this is around the time, though, from what we've seen in this pattern of the game, is when TRC kind of re-steps up the efforts, doubles the efforts, if you will, and creates that, 16 to 20 point cushion yet again. Really, Rise has not been able to kind of break that double-digit barrier. Anytime they get to within 11 or 9, TRC just tends to go on a quick 6 or 8-0 run, and the lead's right back up to 20. So we'll see if Rise has learned anything from these past two runs by TRC in this game, and see if they can now make the necessary adjustments. Will fatigue play a factor here? For Rise specifically, because when you have guys like a Dong McCoy who can take an entire quarter off, he doesn't have an ounce of sweat on him right now. And you can see some the guards for Rise Prep are breathing a little heavy. Everyone's been getting some pretty heavy minutes, as there's only 3 guys available on the bench here for Rise Prep. So can they make the comeback? Can they come all the way back? Vernon, there's a foul. You can tell it's physical. And you usually see these kind of chippy games between two in-house teams. Of course, the other in-house teams, are Orangeville Prep and Athlete Institute Prep, who are both working out of the Athlete Institute Fieldhouse in Mono, Ontario, also right outside of Orangeville. And those games can get pretty scrappy as well. There's really no doubt about it. And we're not seeing much different here. These are two teams that a lot of mutual respect, but a lot of competition between these two. And you're starting to see it. You see it in how hard they take each other on. Here's Stajic. Akende. Akende works off the screen. In through McCoy, and a great finish over the OSBA leader in blocks. John Akende gets it right over McCoy. Not many guys in the league are capable of doing that. Here's Nava. And there's going to be another whistle. We got another inbound here. Don't know exactly what happened there. Here's Nava for three. Knocks it down. Huge shot for Avan Nava. And as we've seen before, lead goes right back up to 14. Just as Rise Prep gets within striking distance, there's a response from TRC. Of course, TRC, last year's finalists, losing to Orangeville Prep in the championship game. Shot came right down to the last second. They were within one possession of a championship last year. They want to get back there as the ball goes flying into the stands off a miscued pass. And we're going to have a timeout there, and we're going to take a quick timeout here in the broadcast. Ontario OSBA Game of the Week. It is TRC Academy 80, Rise Prep 66. And we're back, OSBA Game of the Week here. Senior night at the Rise Center, TRC Academy holding on to a 14-point lead over Rise Prep. That's about the third time I've actually said that. It's been pretty consistent with the exception of those two big runs at the beginning of this game. These teams have really been going shot for the most part. As Vernon breaks down his defender and takes the shot, McCoy gets the offensive board. Nava now is going to let it fly from three. No good. Rebound is Dragan Stajic for Rise Prep. Rise Prep in the white jerseys, TRC Academy in the black. Here's Rise. No good. Stajic. And unfortunately, that has been the story for Rise Prep, just unable to consistently get anything going from behind the arc in this game. But it's still a pretty impressive fact that, you know, they're holding themselves within striking distance of last year's OSBA finalists, current number one ranked team in the OSBA. And the fact is, and you could even arguably say the best team in the country right now, despite the fact that they're not shooting well from behind the arc, they're keeping themselves, they're giving themselves a chance here with 4:30 to go in the game. And that's been a combination of stubborn defense and excellent finishes at the rim from a number of players. Here's John Akende, who's one of them. Nice bounce pass into Kenyon. Kenyon thinks about it on McCoy. Nice fadeaway there. Just a little long. Muncat with the big rebound. How athletic is he? Goes up. And the big block, though, by Steve Levniak. Gets it over to Nava. Transition three. Knocks it down. Avan Nava showing up at just the right time for his three-point shot. 4 minutes to go. 17-point lead. Akende is going to go up and in on McCoy one more time and gets it. Staying active, and that's about the third or fourth time I've seen Akende do that today. Levniak for three, no good. Chilton comes down with it. Chilton's off to the races. He's pushing the pace now. Thomas Chilton. And he gets his pocket picked by Vernon. You can't turn your eyes on him. And Levniak tries to save it, does, and here's McCoy. And it's going to be a foul on David Muncat. Clear over the back. And Dion Edgem is going to come back into the game for TRC Academy, number 0. And he's in for Adam Francolini. And Francolini might be finished, as Edgem, the senior, most likely going to finish off this game, barring any late game heroics. Still a 15-point game. Not entirely out of reach for Rise Prep, but you can imagine with every single missed opportunity on the offensive end, it digs them into a bit of a deeper hole each time. And there's another miss. That's 2 straight misses for Adong McCoy from the free throw line. And here's Ramir Moore bringing it up now. They're going to need to start scoring consistently. Moore up and in, foul and one. And that's definitely going to help. Moore now has a chance to make it a 12-point game. And that is going to be it for Dong McCoy, his 5th personal. And McCoy fouls out of his final game here in senior night for TRC Academy. Has he done enough to get them over the hump and get them their 14th win of the season? Taking a look at the schedule here. Both teams, I believe, only have one more game after this one. Rise, actually, they have 3, or 2 more. A double home-and-home with Thornlea after this game. While TRC Academy, after this one, as John Akende goes, he's going to get fouled. Akende going, I believe that foul is going to be on the line, though. And TRC is going to have one final game against Bill Crothers here at the Rise Center. And that game's going to be this coming Thursday, the 22nd. Whereas for Rise, their games at the Rise Center, Wednesday, February 21st against Thornlea. And then the second one is Thornlea at Thornlea Secondary on Friday, February 23rd. As there's an inbound. There's a Kende from way out. Short. Francolini comes down with the rebound. Works off on Stajic. Francolini now dribbles it over to Edgem. Vernon in the corner. Nava wide open. You don't want to leave him open. Edgem tries to go up. Doesn't get it. Here comes Moore. Up and in. No good. Doesn't get the call either. And here's Levniak. Oh, nice pass by Vernon. And Vernon's going to get called with the travel. I don't even think he had possession of the ball long enough to have that called a travel. I honestly don't think he barely had time to get a step off. Regardless, the referee's going to call it a foul. Or is it going to be on Dion? No, the travel's going to be on Dion Edgem, but even so, with the new FIBA rule of the 0 step, that shouldn't be a travel. He took 2 steps, and he finished. There's a big block by Edgem on Ramir Moore. Here's Vernon. Inside. Pass over. Lines Edgem. Edgem nearly puts Stajic on a poster, but he is still going to get fouled and go to the line. At the line now, Dion Edgem, younger brother of Melvin Edgem, currently playing high-profile D1 basketball. Team Canada member. He's got a very storied history and legacy in his family of basketball. Trying to make his own mark here at TRC and here on his senior night. Still uncommitted. He's got a number of offers, though, from around the NCAA. Averaging 11 points and 7 rebounds, 7.3 rebounds in the OSBA this year. Brampton, Ontario native. Knocks down the second one. Here's Dragan Stajic for 3. Long. Gets his own rebound, though. Tries to go up and in, and it's going to be Dion Edgem with the heads-up defensive play, knocking it loose. Bounces off of Stajic's leg. And now with 1:52 to go in this one, the hole gets deeper and deeper. Nava couldn't make up his mind under the rim. Blocked by Kenyon. Moore up and in. Easy layup there. 12-point game, 1:40 to go here in the game. Levniak, Nava, they get it over half quickly. Gives Nava some space. There's Vernon now at the top of the key, guarded by Moore. He's going to work off a screen from Edgem. Doesn't get the switch, though. Edgem's going to try again. Gets it over. Edgem goes up. He's going to get fouled with 2 seconds on the shot clock. And he's going to go to the line. 1:20 to go in this one. Great decision by TRC. Run out as much clock as they can, and they're going to have a timeout, and we're going to have a quick timeout as well here at OSBA TV. Senior night at the Rise Center as TRC Academy up 84-72 over Rise Prep. I'd like to welcome everybody back to OSBA Game of the Week. $1:20 to go in this one, and Rise Prep finding themselves in a bit of a hole. They've been kept at arm's length by TRC for the majority of this game, as Dion Edgem is back at the line. Knocks down the first. 85-72 now. And in the likely scenario that TRC walks away with the win here, they are going to move to 14-1 on the season. Only loss to Orangeville Prep that happened on Tuesday. 102-93 final there. Very impressive performance from Orangeville Prep. And Rise Prep is going to fall to 10-4. Still very impressive record nonetheless. But they're going to have Ridley College nipping on their heels in the final game. Rise is going to have a must-win situation against Thornlea to secure that fourth place and a higher seed in the playoff rankings. They most likely will be facing Ridley College in that playoff structure. And this is why I say most likely. We don't know for sure. And there's a Kende, rims out the first one. And that one, that hurts. Roll out on the free shots. Free opportunities. Here's a Kende. Rolls out on the second one, but it's Kenyon with the rebound, and he's going to get fouled, and we're going to go right back to the line again. Brandon Kenyon now at the line for two. 6'10" center out of Hamilton, just down the road here, just down the 403. It's practically home for him. Knocks down the second one. Knocks down the first. And this one will just come down in the last few minutes of just turnovers and missed opportunities from behind the arc for Rise Prep. 1 minute remaining now. A kick out to Levniak to Nava. Nava set, perfect positioning. And that's going to probably do it. You can't leave him wide open, and that's exactly what they did in this fourth quarter. And Ava Nava in this third quarter is the big factor here as Chilton airballs the three. And Edgem now is going to be out of bounds, going to go to Rise Prep. And here's the inbound to Ramir Moore. He's going to give it to John Akende. 39 seconds in this one. Probably get one more offensive look. Kende goes up, in over Edgem, can't finish. And Kenyon tried to throw it down. Here's a Kende. Tries to kick it out. He does. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Kenyon with a pump fake. Nice little shot there, but still can't fall. And it's going to go out of bounds, and it will be. It's still going to remain Rise Prep ball here. 4 seconds on the shot clock. 20.5 in the game. And a steal right away by Levniak on Chilton. And the clock isn't running. And finds inside now. And the shot clock is off, and they're going to walk this one out, and that's going to do it. As TRC with a very commanding win. Very impressive performance from start to finish. 89-74 is the final. And with it, TRC is one step closer to securing first overall in the league. And as a result, we're going to finish this off here from senior night here at the Rise Center. Excellent effort from all the teams. Great show of support. Stands were completely full from start to finish. And with that, we're going to see you all next week on OSBA Game of the Week. My name is Ryan Greco. I want to say a big thank you to the production staff who's been here working hard. A solid 2 hours before I ever made it up here because of traffic. But a big thank you to everybody here that made it out, making Canadian basketball great. We'll talk to you all later. Have yourselves a fantastic night. Cheers and have a great weekend.